What's going on, everybody? This your boy King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of the show. So, when you get through listening to Sparrows on the Review, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
All right, everybody. I'm JR.
And I'm Stacey.
Now,
today, we're going to talk about something crazy.
Yeah, and this is like a major debate in households. This thing breaks up families. This thing messes people up. And let's just get straight to it. It's Mario versus Sonic. Sonic, in my opinion, and this is going to be real crazy for everybody real quick. Sonic, to me, is a better video game. To some are going to be on the fence, and some are going to be my opposition in this. Because I'm going to say this. And this is for a person that is a Mario fanatic. And anybody who knows that I am, my clothing, 80% is Mario. Mario, when we go back to the original game, the do against each other, Sonic beats him from Sonic 1 to Sonic Knuckles.
I mean, I can't really give an opinion on that because I haven't played the Sonic recently. I don't know why you'd start that topic right now.
Well, it's an interesting one for me.
Because, I mean, the only thing that we did recently was the Mario and the Dr. Mario, which I whooped your ass in.
Well, here's the thing. Like, when you do this comparison, it goes deeper than video games. It even goes to movies. Like,
they've done more with Sonic, so obviously it's going to be a better option as far as movies.
Well, that's where I'm going to disagree on certain things. See,
you've had one Mario movie.
Right. No, you've had two Mario.
Technically two, but nobody remembers the first one.
That god-awful movie. But here's my thing. Out of two Sonic movies, and this is where my opinion changes, Mario's one movie beat anything Sonic's put out.
Like I said, I can't argue or agree or disagree on that because I haven't seen the movies.
You haven't seen...
Like, you're going to start a topic that I cannot counter-argue. No, stop! Don't turn it off just because I'm disagreeing with you. That's how this podcast thing rolls. But that's the point I'm trying to make and have you understand. I haven't played a Sonic game since I was young. That's been about 20 years. You're forgetting. We're in our 30s now.
All right, well...
So and you know my memory. It's awful. So I don't remember a whole lot of that. And then as far as the movies, like I remember seeing the Sonic movies. I think there's more than one, isn't there?
There's two.
Okay, so, and I did enjoy those, and then, like, the Mario movies, I've only seen the one all the way through. The other one we started, and it was kind of crazy, but whatever. And so I can't argue the point that Sonic is better because I don't remember it. And me coming to the table like this, I have to say that Mario's better because it filters in my head. It's more memorable. It has more games that I remember, and you get what I'm trying to say?
Right, and that's the point that I'm getting at. Like I said, Sonic
right,
to me...
But it's not that I'm saying Sonic isn't better. I can't argue that it's not, or that it is or it isn't, because I don't remember it.
Well, anyway, for argument's sake, I'll say this. Sonic, to me, growing up, I had a Super Nintendo, and then I got a Genesis.
Okay.
Nintendo always jumped before Sega. Sega did all these hoops and bounds and all this other stuff, and we could never, ever, ever, like, Sega never caught on. That's the point that I'm trying to make with doing this whole thing. No matter what we've done with Sonic, Sega systems eventually disappeared. Sonic had to jump to Nintendo. When Sonic jumped to Nintendo, they took Super Mario and him and put him in every Olympic game that they had coming out on the GameCube, Wii, and all that stuff. Never played any of them because that's not my cup of tea. I already know I'm not going to play shit like that. But I always thought it was funny that Sega and Nintendo, after being rivals all these years, finally got them together. And then hell, he's in Smash Brothers.
Right.
They're fighting each other, beating each other's ass in Smash Brothers. So when you play them in Smash Brothers, there is a superior character. Now, that's a hard thing for anyone to debate, because we can't debate who's the best in that part, because that would just be a days-long thing.
I don't play Smash Brothers.
Right, and if you do play Smash Brothers, check me out, because I do run West Virginia Smash Brothers. We are on Facebook. I am the admin for that, and I help with the tournaments, even to this day, with all the time that I have in the world. So, here's my thing. You said some memorable things that made sense to me, and you make for a good argument. Like when we go in a store, we see Sonic and Super Mario toys. We see plushies. We see people going and grabbing and doing this and that with the numerous toys in the store. We've seen things go on discount. and this is where my argument comes in, and this is where we may be in agreement with each other.
Mm-hmm.
We went and seen a $5 Sonic game. We have a $5 Sonic game sitting in that game. And
Yes, but here's my counter for that. Toys. 90% of the Super Mario toys are on clearance. How often do you actually see a Sonic toy on clearance?
never. So
Just because you see the video game on clearance more than you do a Mario game, because that's where they get you. They know that you're going to spend more money on the Sonic memorabilia, because I feel, and you can correct me on this because you know a lot more than I do. I feel like Mario has more games, more options, more quantity. Sonic doesn't. It has very few.
right now,
So that's what makes it more whatever. So when people have less to buy. So once they buy the 5 example, not an example, once they buy those 5 games, everybody already owns those 5 games. So you've got to reduce those prices. Mario, you have 20 games. So it's going to take people longer to buy those 20 games.
right.
So those video games aren't going to go on sale as fast as the Sonic ones.
And then the other thing with the Sonic games, and I put this into the thing, is that they're not Nintendo, so they actually put their games in collections you can buy.
Right.
There's like 5 different Sonic collections you can buy because they have games from the Game Gear, Genesis, all this other stuff, all the little platforms they had in the 90s. So like the one that we have, for instance, that one has the Game Gear games that have never been released beyond Game Gear.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the normal Sonic games that go along with it, and then there's Sonic Mania, this and that, Sonic Racing, and all that stuff. But the problem that I've always had with Sonic, like I said, that I love the games. I say the first 4 games, which we'll go through later and we'll dive in and play them, and you'll see something on TikTok, but the thing that I found is, like, when you stack his games against Super Mario, everybody goes to Mario. The best, and if you listen to West Virginia Commonplace, you know this, the best Super Mario ever, Super Mario 3. Because you sat right out there Friday in the first game you jumped on, because I thought you was going to play the regular Mario.
Well, that's because the 3 is the one that we played all the time when I was little, and I suck at that game. Like, to me, it's hard to use those old remotes anymore now that I'm used to the others. Like, I'm a PlayStation person, and I tolerate the Xbox because you're an Xbox person. And going back to just those different controllers, I have 2 buttons that I use and 1 button on the left, and I'm just like trying to get my brain to work with that, and I just die. Like, I'm just like, and by the time you have 5 M's on there and I have 1 L, and I'm just like, I'm done with this shit. I don't want to play no more.
Yeah, but the thing is that when
I know I'm a sore loser.
Yeah, but the thing is when people do that comparison, they don't even look at Mario 1 or 2. They go to Super Mario 3, and they stack the whole Sonic collection against that, and nothing can compare to Super Mario 3 because every person.
But what I remember is that the Sonic was easier to play.
Yeah, no learning curve.
Right. Basically, you had your trigger and you jumped. That's all you did.
Yep, and then you charge it up to do the little speed.
Yeah.
I should get that sound later. I don't know what is, but anyway, yeah. So, and then to me, it's like, the only thing on Sonic, and I'm a cartoon guy, Sonic had cartoons out the ass.
Right.
He gets a cartoon every year.
Right, I remember more cartoons from Sonic.
Yeah. And Nintendo's very... I think the thing is where Nintendo kind of has a garden wall around things. When they release things, they release shit that's perfect. Like,
because does Super Mario have like a TV series or anything?
Yeah, there's like 3 series, but they're from like 90 and back.
Okay.
After the 90s, they didn't do nothing. I think the closest thing that we can find in Nintendo wise that's related to that, Donkey Kong had a series, and I watch it on Tubi, and if it's on Tubi and it's not on a major thing, something's wrong there.
Because Tubi's free, right?
Yeah, and Zelda had a series, so definitely Tubi holler, that's on the low. So the thing that I'm getting at here is, just from my point of view, is this. Super Mario has the star power.
It does.
And Sonic has this weird thing. It's like, I hate to use my famous phrase, and everybody knows my favorite phrase. I said famous maze or whatever. It's kind of like a cult classic. Okay. You gotta like it or you don't like it.
I mean, that's how it is with anything.
Well,
like, you can say take a bite of a hamburger, either you like it or you don't like it.
Well, what I'm saying is with Super Mario, you can be
like that trash ass one I had at Applebee's yesterday.
Yeah, fuck the Applebee's in Clarksburg, West Virginia. I said that Clarksburg, West Virginia, you all need to check your Applebee's.
And please leave the hair out next time.
Yeah, don't put the hair in the food. Now, what I'm getting at is this: here's the thing. Super Mario gives you a good rub, and here's how it gives you a good rub.
Yeah.
All right, so you can go with this because you've played Super Mario out the booty, except for one game, the new Princess Peach game, which we'll get that sometime.
Right, because you haven't bought it for me yet.
So here's the deal. If you don't like Mario, you can play Captain Toad, and you can play Captain Toad with 2 people and have more fun with it than you do with a freaking Super Mario game. In all honesty,
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
I loved Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is the first and only game so far that I have completed beginning to end.
And that one Pokemon game.
I didn't finish it.
You was at the last part boss.
Oh, well, I still didn't finish it then. I need to pick.
Well, yeah.
But I will admit, my gaming has went downhill, but also I've hit a rough patch, and we are working on that. We're working on it.
Right. I mean, and with you could go to a whole dialogue about Animal Crossing, how you were part of the pandemic crew, and then as soon as the pandemic dropped, that's one thing I'm gonna say. I know this is a side note. Animal Crossing, I have not heard a word about.
I see it every now and then, and I wouldn't mind picking it back up. But again, I'm in a rut, so I don't want to do a whole lot of extra things. Like, if I ain't spending time with you, I don't want to do it. Well, and that's where my rut is right now.
Right. Well, with me, video gaming is a little different these days. I'm back in the nostalgic realm. I have a lot of brand new stuff, but ease of access is what I have to carry with me when I travel.
Right, because you are back to working. You are on the road 2 to 3 weeks at a time.
Right. Or longer. So the thing is like a portable system like the Genesis Classic or Super Nintendo Classic, I can carry that with me, play it, boom, 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 put it up, whatever. But tying this all up, this is my thing here. Audience, it's not the point of which one is better. It's whichever one fits your mode. In the review, the review that I'm leaving here with this on this one is this. Sonic to me will always be the first 4 games, not the 3D stuff. The first 4 games were amazing. 1 and 2, playing with a second person on the screen without having to wait for a turn was far more entertaining to me than playing Super Mario 1 and 3, because Super Mario 2, you was on your own. You ain't had no part. You was just doing the thing with all the characters, or whoever you chose. I hated that I had to play through a level and you had to make sure you watched what I did so that you could learn how to play.
Yeah, okay.
Let's play together.
So the majority of the Mario games are independent until you get to the
3D
like the
games.
Mario Kart type things.
Yeah, the 3D games.
Okay. The one with the hat.
Yeah. And then even
But Sonic has always been 2 players side by side, is that correct? Or
yes, until it got to 3D games. When it got to 3D games, everybody had to
on the same screen though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one thing I'll give to both series, they both had RPG games, role-playing games, and both their role-playing games are very... Now, this is weird. On the Sonic one, it was only made on the Nintendo DS or 3DS. The Super Mario RPG, obviously, we've had a remake now, but it was just on Super Nintendo. So they span the globe of games. Because even they have their version of... we'll have to play that too. They have their own version of Dr. Mario. It's called Dr. Robotnik's Mean something attack, which does the same thing.
Does Sonic have its version of Mario Kart?
Yes, it has Sonic Racing, and then it has Sonic Team Racing. We actually own those. We don't.
Okay.
We've never played them.
Okay. I just I think that the thing that's most memorable to me with Sonic is the hoops. Like, I always remember, the goal was to get the hoops.
Yeah, get the gold rings, and then he turned into Super Sonic. So on that note, I'll, like this is just a wild little episode just to talk about the minor debate that I thought would be a major debate. So I'm going to run high.
I know you thought I was going to get more intense and get mad and angry about stuff, but I just snapped on the other part.
Yeah,
and
so
you almost tried to cut this podcast off.
Yeah, so I'll say this: both of them are enjoyable characters. You can play with both of them, but I always say this: give them both a chance because you can play them on any freaking system. That's Nintendo.
Right. Well, did they release Sonic on PlayStation?
Yeah, Sonic is available on every platform because Sega stopped making systems after 1999.
So that is another difference, and I get why Mario is on Nintendo. I 100% get that, and I think that it's going to continue to only be on that system until they decide not to make Nintendos anymore. But I do enjoy that we have Sonic on PlayStation 5.
Yeah. And shout out to them for the upgrade too. We got the upgrade. We ain't got to stay on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
I mean, people with PlayStation 4s, I love you all to death. It just varies on.
I mean, I have a 3, 4, and a 5.
Yeah, so it is what it is. So on that note, I'm JR.
And I'm Stacey.